Hello, welcome to the channel. Welcome to today's video. I'm Ragnvald, the Powerwork Builder. The video is brought to you by the friends here at Fanhome. Not sponsored, just a place where you can purchase the models. And as you can see, we are doing the Fast and the Furious. But you may ask, what Fast and Furious? Well, there's a hint. And there's a hint. That's right. I finally got pack 7 of the Nissan GTR. So we are going to be doing the next 6 packs of the Nissan GTR in this video, and then in the next video we are going to do the next 6 packs of Stage 8, which I've had for, a few months, but I wasn't able to do it because I didn't have 7. So now I got 7. We can do 7 and then we can move on with 8. And then today I just received the next 6 issues of Stage 9. So we are going to be doing basically the next 3 stages of the Nissan Skyline in 3 separate videos. And there will be 3 separate book review videos as well. Also in my package, I got another binder box. As you can see, I got the first one here. This one actually I paid for, but these 2, they gave them to me for free. I know I was only supposed to get 1 free, but hey, I ain't gonna complain about 2 free. Cause I did pay more for, I think it was one of the issues that had that in it. So basically all you gotta do is, you just open the box, and the little tabs here have numbers on them. So you just fold in, number 1, like that, and then number 2, number 3. Oh, yeah. So 1, 2, 2, 3. And then you just kind of push 3 into place. So just kind of push that into place, and then just use my hand, pop it back out, and there you go. You got yourself a box. And I also got my beautiful GTR dust cover right here that I will be probably using fairly soon when the car gets big enough, which Actually, I think we'll be in one of the latest issues or latest videos. So there we go. Now we made 2 boxes. And we'll just kind of hide that box over there. No real room for it. All right, well, without further ado, let's get into building package 7 of our Nissan. So our first our first step is the seat belts. That's stage 27. And then here's the directions on how to do that. So we'll put this over there, and we'll grab our floor pan. Now, one thing I did with my floor pan, because I got a carpet mod for it. I'm just trying to get the engine out of here because the engine's not quite in there yet, and I think I just dropped a piece on the floor. I'll find it. So I had bought like this blue carpet off of a guy that was selling, the carpet mods. I didn't quite like the full look of the blue carpet, so I just did the blue on the tunnel. And then I went to a craft store and I bought some gray carpet and put the gray carpet right in the middle with the blue carpet that I had bought, previously. And I just put the blue around the edge with the gray in the middle. I know the movie car they said that it had black carpet in it. But that's the way mine looks. I think it looks pretty sharp that way. Kind of gives it a, two-tone look. So, anyhow, we'll put the base over here. And I'll have to figure out where that piece was that I just dropped. I know it was one of the air tubes there. So, anyhow, stage 27. Get the seat belts out of here. And we're going to put that together with some AP screws. So just have a look at this a minute. Okay. So just tilt you down a little bit more. That way you can see what I'm doing down here. Okay, so with our floor piece, we are going to attach the seat belts. Now, my only problem with my carpet modification is I covered up all the little things, because you're supposed to be able to push these seat belts onto the floor, but I kind of covered up all those spots. It's not really that good, is it? No. Because there's, there was 4 little pins that they go into. And then you screw the seat in place. So, let me see if I can't do this here. Because I could feel the pin. But yeah. Well, I'll come back to that, I got to figure out what I'm going to do to be able to put that in, because my carpet modification doesn't allow me to do that. All right. Sorry about that. I just had something fall over. That's all that was. So this is supposed to go on here kind of like that. And then these are supposed to go kind of under the seat. Then the seat screws in, and then these go into the floor there. So then, you got your seat belts in. But like I said, my carpet modification is not going to allow me to do that. But I think just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to peel that carpet up a minute. That way I can try to show you how this is supposed to be done. And I'll have to figure out how to get the holes in the carpet for the seatbelt. So you can see there's the one, but I got to figure out how to get that little hole to go through the carpet. All right, and then you slide the seat in here. They say to slide the seat in. And then this other side will clip into the hole or the little peg on the other side. So that goes in there like that. And then the seat kind of slides in here. I'm not sure how they did that. Now, one thing I could do is once I had the carpet in place, I could just glue the seatbelt tabs. Could just glue them in. Because I'm not sure exactly how to get this one tab under the seat. Because you can't put it on and then try to put the seat in. It doesn't work that way. Well, I'll just do it this way. I'm getting tired of fussing with this thing. Let me just put the back ones on here. If I can. Okay. that. So you got that in there. And then they want you to put it together with AP screws. I don't think any of the screws are actually going in. Yeah, okay. None of those AP screws even went in. I don't know why. But I'll sort it out. So anyhow, that's what it's going to look like eventually. I got to sort out why the AP screws are not working. And I got to figure out how to make it work with my little carpet. I mean, that's kind of one little hiccup of not ordering from Mike Lane. When I ordered the carpet mods from Mike Lane, it came with, the right, proportion of holes and stuff for, things to fit into. So, we'll just set that off to the side. And we'll try to move on to stage 28. And see if we can't progress a little bit on this. Because like I said, I'm going to have to work out that detail. So here's stage 28. It's a roll cage. And you basically just, adding that to the car. So see if we can't get that to work. So, I mean, that should work. I don't have a hole punched for it. But I think I can easily kind of make a hole for that. So, oh yeah, we want to put it like this. I mean, I could easily just cut it like a little slit right on the carpet, you know, and just have the carpet kind of go around it. All right. So anyhow, that's 27 and 28. Putting the seat and the seat belts in with the little roll cage. I know it doesn't look like much, but I'm not exactly sure why the seat wasn't going down. I mean, screwing in. So we'll just move on. And I'll get it sorted out. It's something I'll do off camera and get sorted out. So that's what we're looking at like right now. So we'll move on to 29. Start doing some more interesting stuff. So now we're going to start working on the rest of the engine and building that up. A little bit more interesting than watching me fumble around trying to figure out how to adapt my carpet mod to my seat. And I'm just trying to find my one piece of engine that I dropped. I know I dropped it down here. Well, that's interesting. Where did it go? It's like every time I drop something down here, I always lose it into the abyss. And then I never find it again. And I know it hit the floor because I heard it. Well, I guess that's just another part lost to Narnia. I have no clue where it went. It was just a piece that was on the front here. I had it, hooked into the front part of the car. And now it's just gone. It's only the second piece I've lost of this car. Anyhow, let's get on with 29. See if we can't make make things better without losing any more parts. So get our plastic transmission out. Too bad they didn't make it metal. That'd have been kind of cool. I mean, I know the car's heavy, but, transmissions are made of metal, not plastic. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is take an AP screw and put our starter motor on. So here's our starter motor. And we want this side of the transmission because of this piece here. And there's a little hole with a kind of a little lug pattern on it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but see there's like a little groove. There's a little groove right on so those two line up with each other. At least in theory, that's what they're supposed to do. There we go. So that's on. And then we want to take 2 aim screws, which are flange screws, and put that piece onto the transmission. So this piece will go right inside there, and then that's where you're going to put 2 EP screws is on there. So the aim screws go in these holes, EP screws go into these holes. Such a weird angle to try to get these screws to go into. I almost need like a little stub screwdriver to put these in with. It's hard to get them to go in. And they're still not quite all the way in. Okay, I got that one in. There we go. My little ratchet screwdriver. Little ratchet screwdriver saves the day. Now I'll get 2 EP screws. All right. So that's in. Okay, and then we need to take our plastic drive shaft, which would have been nice if that was metal too. And we're going to put that in. But I'm just trying to see, because it doesn't really look like either end is different, does it? Yeah, looks like it's the same. Anyways, that's going to fit right there. And then we'll then we get to put the top on. To kind of close that all together. So it'll look just like that. And then we want 5 EP screws in the top of this. All right. So there's our 5 EP screws, including that one there. So next we're going to take this piece, which is, I guess, part of the differential cover. And where's my tweezers? I lost another one too. That's a bad thing about these little dumb things. These little plugs just don't want to. This one plug's just not wanting to cooperate with me. It fell out. Now I can't get it to go back in. Well, I'll just put it off to the side. For now, I'll deal with it later. I gotta figure out where my spare ones are. 'Cause I lost one off the... I lost one. Okay, so this piece is going on these two lugs here. And you got to get it behind this black piece. So it sits on there like that. And then put one SM screw in there. Okay. And then we'll put the front cover on, which is this piece, without trying to drop it into Narnia. So it'll go on just like that. And you put one SM screw in the back. And one AP screw in the middle. And get one AP screw. And there you go. That's on there. And that's all we... Oh, then there's two parts here. Oh. Yeah, we need to take this black pipe and there's a small hole right where my finger is. There's a small hole for that. And it looks like you put it in with the curve side up. So that's kind of like a radiator hose, I think. So it'll look like that. And then this piece goes right on that hole there. And we connect that with a aim screw. And you can see it's got kind of a round shape to it. And that's got a round shape. So pretty easy to figure out how to put that in. And then we put an AM screw in that. So get one of those out. I think that must be like, I think that's probably where the front axles probably go. Because you got, you know, two on each side there. Oh, here's my other little pipe that fell out. So I don't have to go searching for my spares. All right, so we're done with that stage. Now we can move on to 30. Which we have the cooling system. And then here's the instructions. And that's what it'll look like when we're done. So let's get to commencing with this one. So 30. Need this little guy over here. And I'm going to leave them in the package here just so that I don't get confused. Try to put this together the best I can without getting too confused. I may have to refer to my picture here. So they want 30 C and 30 H. So 30 C's got like some little grooves in it. Oh, they have little numbers on them. There's like tiny little numbers. Yeah, fan pulley 1, fan pulley 2, crankshaft pulley 1, crankshaft pulley 2, crankshaft pulley 3. Yeah, so they got, you can see there's like little numbers on there. And so if I grab this little guy, I don't know if you really can see that or not. Trying to figure out how to show that to you. Let's see. I can't even see what I'm looking at on the screen. There you go. So you can just make out the 1 right there on the side of it. So they got little numbers on these parts. And so this is number 2. Okay, there's no number on that one. All right, so I think these are the 2 parts we need to start with. I think I'm trying to understand this. 30C and 30H. 30H is the hole. 30C is a hole. Yeah, so that's these 2 parts, okay. So they want 30C goes behind 30H. Okay. So, guess it goes like that. The engine block right, then attach the flat part of pulley 1. Okay. Position the fan pulley 2 over the highlighted upper pivot on the engine block right part 5A. Okay, so they're saying take the one with the 2 on it, and they're saying put this over that. It doesn't go over that. Okay. Pulley 2. And then attach the flat part of the pulley 1, 30B, to the pivot. Revert to the detailed image to check the difference between 2 and steering pump pulley 2. Oh, so... Wow, this is confusing. I'm sorry, folks. This is really confusing. I'm trying to understand exactly what they're talking about, because now Now, if I actually watch a YouTube video, maybe I'd understand a little bit better, And there is channels out there that probably have already done this stage, and they understand it better than me. It says take 30C, which is fan pulley 2, which has to be this one with the little 2 marked on it. Doesn't have little teeth in it though. That's what's confusing, because the drawing shows like little teeth on it. And then they want 30B, which is the pulley 1. So how do I know? Okay, this must be pulley 1. The one, because it's got like a little hole in it, and that matches that. So I guess these two go together. From what it says, C and B go together. And then I guess you just stick it on there like that, I guess. Alright. And then I want you to take 30F. Which I guess is that other, which I guess would be this one. Or no, maybe it's this. Yeah, no, it's this. I think it's this bigger one, 30F. Okay. This is really confusing me because I do not understand what I'm doing. Because they're talking about 30C, 30H, and 30B. And it says, detail, check the difference between the steering pump. So they're saying 30H is the steering pump. Number 2. Yeah, I don't understand this at all. I really apologize. I don't understand. It's all like it's French to me. I should have watched a YouTube video on how to do this stage, and then maybe I'd have a little bit better idea what the heck I'm doing. Because I just don't understand this first part, because they refer to 30C, 30H, and then when you go here to C and H, C is a fan pulley, and H is a steering pump pulley. But so then what's the 1 and the 2 marked on it for? That's what I guess I don't understand. I don't. Unless this, yeah. I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know. This is frustrating. So I don't understand this at all. You're just sitting here watching me try to understand what I'm doing here, and I don't know what I'm doing here. Because I don't understand. I think these two go together, or maybe these two go together. Okay, that actually fits on there. So I think that's the one that goes there. And then this. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, it looks like the one that was marked with a 1 goes on here. Like I have it. And then it allows that to kind of snap in place. So I think that's what they were referring to, is they were referring to the size of the hole. So the size of the hole was what told you which one was the fan pulley or the steering pump pulley. That's what they were getting at. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to figuring the rest of this out. Okay. So we need this piece, which would be 30E, and we need 30F. It'd almost be kind of nice if they actually, maybe instead of putting them in a tray, they actually would, put them in like a little bags, and then mark on the little bag, these little part numbers. Okay, so I believe this is 30D. That might be 30E. Yeah, that's got to be 30E. So So we'll put this one here, and then we'll put that one there, and then we'll put this one on the top, and then hold that in with a QM screw. I can't get the screwdriver around the head of the screw. All right. I believe that is the way that's supposed to be. It looks right. So then we'll take the rest of what we got. It looks like we're taking this small hole and we're combining it with this piece. Because there's two little indents on that piece. So that tells me that those two pieces go together. And then this goes up here. All right, I'll put that piece back in there. That piece wanted to come out when I was trying to push that on. And then grab these two pieces, put them together. And then they go on here. Okay. And then we take the last two little black pieces and put them together. And then we'll put that on the bottom. So there you go. Kind of looking like that. And then these silver bits, the silver bits go together. Kind of get them pushed together there. And then they go on the front of this other silver bit. Well, maybe. Yeah, the larger post goes there, so. There we go. I was trying to get it in without breaking the thing. Okay. So now that we got that done, now we take 300, which I think is our shorter cable. Yeah, it's our shorter one. We got a long one and a short one, so we need the short one. And we need to put it over the silver bit, over the black bit, and I think on the inside of the bigger black bit. So 30I, 30E, yeah. Yeah, that's right. So this goes on the inside. I got the cable kind of wound up in a weird place. Oh, anyhow, there you go. Looks good enough to me. And then the big one goes on the front. It goes around the rest of the pulleys. So then, yeah, we're looking kind of like that. There you go. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but we finally got there in the end. And then we just, we'll just push our fan on. There we go. All right. So now we're on to 31. So now we're doing the injectors and fuel lines. That's going to be fun. Lots more fiddly work. There's your instructions. So we'll get to building this one. Have fun with some more fiddly work. Okay, so first off, we want to get our parts out. And there's our little bag of parts. Okay. A radiator cap. All right, so first thing we're doing is we're going to take the radiator upper sleeve, which is this black thing, and take this little weird thing and put the two together. So, looks like that. And then we'll attach that to the front of our engine. So it goes on there just like that. So that's our upper rad hose. Now we're going to have fun inserting all these injectors. All these tiny little injectors. So we'll get those out. All right, so then you can see right there the little holes. That's where they're all going to be stuck into. There's one. I'm just trying to make sure I got the orientation of them right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So then grab number 2. You know, I wonder, I'm going to take this thing off. So I think it might be easier to put these in if I just temporarily remove this piece. Otherwise, I think everything's just going to get in my way of me trying to put this in here. And I think I can make life easier Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, forget it. I think I'm just going to end up breaking it. I think these little things would have been better to be put on before you put this on the engine, this pipe. I think you should have put those little Y's on before you put the pipe on. It would have made life a little easier that way. But I also know Powerworks don't they don't do things the simple way. They kind of like doing things the difficult way. Because I could have seen these being put on these little holes before you put this piece and connect it all together. Because the 3 holes in the middle seem like they would be just a little bit tricky to get at. But I guess we'll get there in the end. All right. One last plug. If I can keep it from dancing around. All right. Oh, we got that in there. Now I lost one of my... These little things are just annoying. These little injector plugs. And I got 2 of them, 2 red ones that fell out. And I got 2 blue ones that fell out. And then I gotta try to put all these wires in there. Yay. Fun. So I'm gonna do all this little fiddly wire work. All this. I'm gonna do that off. I think I'm gonna do that off camera. Just because I gotta try to get 2 of the red plugs back in, and then I gotta try to get 2 of the blue ones back in. But that's it for this issue. And I just know it's gonna be fiddly to try to get all those plugs in. And let's see. I gotta figure out which one is red and which one is blue. See, now, that was nice of them to put them in little bags. But they could have put a red and a blue sticker on the bag. Okay, so the shorter of these is the red, okay. And the red goes on the inside. Now, I don't know, I mean, these, again, this would be easy just to do it this way. So that's the red line. And then get one of these out. And this is your blue line. So, and it looked like that. So put that in there. So it'll look something like that. That's just one of the red ones on there. I think the line is too long. So I'll like I said, I'm gonna work with all that off camera. It's just too fiddly to, work with on camera. So I'm just going to do that off. And we'll get that squared away. So let's just move on to our next issue. And like I said, I'll get all the the little plugs in there and whatnot, and it'll look nice when it's done. But I don't want to bore you with the fiddliness of that. I don't even want to bore myself with the fiddliness of it either. So let's do the last issue of this pack, which is 32, and then we can wrap up this video. And before I start the next video, I'll work on getting all those fiddly little wires connected up. So we got the radiator firewall. Here's the instructions. And then that's what we're left with. So we'll start out by putting our radiator together. Just kind of pops together. And then we need our fan shield. It just goes on here like that. You can see the two lugs there. That's where the screw holes are for the radiator fan shroud. And then we want that held together with AP screws. Okay, and then we'll put the top of our radiator on. Or do we? Oh, I'm at the bottom of a radiator. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, because we got the top part on. We just need there we go. And then we'll hold that together with LP screws. AP, LP, here we go. And then we just need to put our little thing, our little cap cover here. Put that this way. They got D-shaped lugs on them, so you just gotta line up the D-shaped lugs and then put the little radiator cap on. And it'll look just like that. There's a tiny little hole that kind of sticks out on this one side for the pressure, overpressure valve. And then we'll take this wiper motor, that's what they're calling that, and we'll place that on this side. There is a little like locating pin for it, and we'll put it in with an AP screw. Just gotta love it when you almost get the screw in there and then it falls off the screwdriver and then pings off into nowhere. I've had so many ping off into Neverland, it ain't even funny. And then I go and sweep the floor and I find them all. Yeah, okay. So that just kind of sits on this. All right. Well, anyways, that's the end. That's the end of this pack. So thanks for watching. I'll get those fiddly wires put in and we'll move on to pack 8. Until then, please subscribe, like, comment. I've been Rogneval, the Powerwork Builder. Later.